How can game engine editors run the game within them? I've always wondered, and now that I'm making my own engine, I have to face this question head on. Now, in the current version of the game engine, there is a very naughty code object. When I say code object, what I mean is that this is something that does too much. Too many things depend on it, and it has too much control. And adding multithreading to this would be nightmare. This object would be locked for processing. Other threads would need to wait for it to be unlocked. Nightmare. But for now, it does what it needs to. I can always separate it. Right now is the whole context for the game. The object I'm talking about is the GameStore. A fitting name for such a large and important object. I do plan to change it, but it also kind of simplifies our current showcase. The GameStore holds all the components, events, systems, shared data, basically anything the whole game needs. Because it's exactly this object that makes it possible to play the game within the editor itself. The idea is, we have 3 game stores within the editor. Editor store manages the editor-specific things like editor gizmos or debug entities. The level store holds all the data to the level we are currently editing, like positioning items and placing spawners. And then, when we want to play the game, we fill the third one, the runtime store, with the data from the level store. That's because, from the point of the editor, the runtime store is a temporary holder of playable data. When we exit out of the play mode, we destroy it and go back to the level editor. This setup allows us to play the game within the editor app, and when it's over, return back to the original state of the level editor. Now, one important part, which isn't done yet, is to switch up the input. We need to change how the mouse position is calculated when we are playing the game, since it's in the window of the editor. And we need the game to consume all of the inputs, basically disable the whole editor window, except for the game. But that's a task for later. Which conveniently leads us to the topic of the next video. How do we actually get input in my game engine? If you enjoyed this view into the inner workings of my editor architecture, be sure to like and subscribe. I thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time.